Feels the wide. Praise God. He's never wide. Judah gotta know, cats is Hasbro. Move your toes, see your soul, fly out the window. Versus Winslows, catapult the mind beyond icicles. And in Japan, where it trickles, the nickels catch they prey, seemingly, battingly through gaze. At bays, we perfect the day. Watch Ashkenaz, the Nazareth fade. Clad in nights, his sleep pervades. Sleigh bells ring up top to Everglades. Judah gotta know, cats is Hasbro. Move your toe and see a soul fly out the window. Versus Winslow, catapult the mind beyond icicles. Land in Japan, where it trickles, the nickels catch they play, seemingly, maddeningly through gaze. At bays, we perfect the day. Watch Ashkenaz, the Nazareth fade. Clad in nights, his sleep pervades. Sleigh bells ring up top to every abstract mind beyond temple design, yet construct temples in the rhyme. Seen beyond fair weather friends. What kind of time do you spend? Then not to a pig, they only kill what you dig. Took a swig, called a nig. Thoughts are algebraic than trig. While y'all lighten up cigs, y'all Guinness contain squid. Open the lid to read out commands, law and testimonies. Phonies, be damned. They call Shem a sham. Have you worshiping spinning lambs? Oh, so nervous, oh, so pervish. Lost in mania, more than whirling dervish. How can he hurt this? Said by perishing man. Tell on myself, oh damn. Ran with a pack of wolves. I heard the hoods. Turned my I can into I could. Rock my locks to show study. Knowing got Yahweh all above me. Lovely as I think about Yasharal on the brink. Breaks out our city on ink. Delivered to you faster than you blink. Instead of killing, I'm healing. Reading what children revealing. Not double talk card dealing. I'm killing when you see your ways. Got real soldiers on deck. Ready to slay. Judah gotta know. Cats is Hasbro. Move your toe, it's your soul. Fly out the window, worse is Winslow. Catapult the mind beyond icicles. Land in Japan, where it trickles. The nickels catch they prey, seemingly badly through days. At bays, we perfect the day. Watch Ashkenaz, the Nazareth fade. Clad in nights, his leap pervades. Sleigh bells ring up top.
Yeah, boy, Shaman Killer B, the Witch Finder General. If you got a witch, I'll burn their ass up. Well, I'm solo tonight. Somebody might stop by though. I got the panel open, so if anybody that's viewing and stuff wanna tonight's subject. Title of tonight's show is Freedom and Wisdom in America. Are you free? See Yakov's in here. What's up, dude? Yeah, sorry about this morning and stuff. I saw your message too. We definitely gonna have another date and stuff for you. Yeah, definitely apologize and stuff about that. Yeah, so tonight's show is about freedom and wisdom in America. And are you free? And basically what I want to know, do you consider yourself free in this country? And what does freedom mean for you? First, I want to start with some scriptures here. A second. All right. There you go. All right. Okay, I want to start with Proverbs. Where is it? Where is it? Was it that verse? Oh, I was in the wrong thing here. All right, this is what I need. Here we go. All right, Proverbs 28 and 26. Whoever trusts in his own mind is a fool, but he who walks in wisdom will be delivered. And I want to get Proverbs 24. Nope. Proverbs 26 and 11. Like a dog that returns to his vomit is a fool who repeats his folly. So I want to get first and to the definition of wisdom. It says wisdom, the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment, the quality of being wise. Second definition, the soundness of an action or decision in regards to the application of experience, knowledge, and good judgment. Third is the body of knowledge and principles that develops within a specific society or period. And also freedom. Freedom is the power to live as you will. So, a lot of people, they think about freedom. Let's see how many people here we got in the chat. Maybe somebody can help me out here. Bear with me. I just woke up. I'm a little scatterbrained and stuff. And my mouse is acting up. Okay. Sky Daddy Revenge. What's up, dude? Yeah, I'm going to get off of Judah Nazareth for tonight. I think we did enough damage last night. I'll be back on them tomorrow, though. Shout out to everybody's viewing. So you got 6 people in here. If anybody wants to come on and stuff, you're more than like, you could go right ahead. I put the link in the chat there. Damn, mouse. Shit can never be regular. All right, here we go. All right. So, freedom and what it means in America. I was gonna make the title of this show. Oh, I put it in the descriptions. Will pro-black groups get you free in America? A lot of black people in America, the pro-black movements, black nationalism, all types of black thought and stuff has been here in this country for a long time, during slavery and after slavery. A lot of people, I believe, are being misled onto what freedom is. You have groups, say like the Nation of Islam, Hebrew Israelites, You got the Wapians. You got the Christian Church. You got regular Islam. All different types of the conscious community, all the Kemet type stuff. But will any of those ideas actually get you free here in America? Black Hebrew Israelites, like One West, they've been around since like the 60s. What have they done for Black people? The people who they so-called woken up, how is their life since, you know what I mean, joining these groups? Are they really free? Like we said before, the freedom is the power to live as you will. And a lot of people say, well, nobody's free in America. We can't have the guns that we want. We can't drive as fast as we want. What are some other things people complain about? Chat, help me out if you're in here. Yeah, Black Hebrew Israelites. Peace, Safar. So, except the elite who are free. Okay. Sky Daddy, in an American system, freedom means free to be dumb. Facts. Taxation is theft. Is another. Is either or either. I'm not sure. Another. Yeah, taxation is theft is another. Sapara, what do you think? Do you think you're free in this country? And if so, explain. If not, tell me some reason why you're not free in this country. So I know you just said Black Hebrew Israelites, and I guess you're thinking. Yeah, so we got all these groups, people, Black and white, all ethnicities. Some people consider themselves free in this country. Other people say they're not free in this country. People suppose, everybody here in this country supposed to have the same rights as everybody else. Hey, Amber, our lovely moderators on the board today. Even when owning your home, you still have to pay for it. Right. Food is jacked up. Okay. So you, hey, Amber. Yeah. So, yeah, you got churches and stuff, and some people are really into politics and their political group. You have people that are like even pro-Black people. You got pro-white people in America. You got all walks of life. Some people worship Satan. Some people worship Yahweh. Some people worship Vishnu, Krishna, whatever, like Hindu gods and Egyptian gods. We all have a right to. You aren't free to pick doctors in natural path. Medical doctors. Okay, all right. And it says like freedom is the power to live as you will. Now, who really does live as they will? Anybody got any thoughts on that? On people in America do you think anyone in America has freedom? No, some people, I think Yakov said the elites, they have freedom. Is there any other people, like any social class or whatever? The Jewish Satanists have freedom. Who else? Who else? Help me out. Who else got another one for me? I want to get as many people as I can to chime in on this. I wish I could have started this earlier. The super rich, the political elites who lobby the government, and someone who knows how to get around this country's laws. Okay, all right. All right, that's a good one. Amber says, from cradle to grave, they enslave us. Guy Claus says, I know people who know codes of law. Okay. All right. Now, I would say there's people that are slaves. Are there any people that are still slaves in America? And do you consider yourselves slaves in America? It doesn't have to be like you're chained up and forced to do something. Well, I guess from the answers, I guess everyone here could say they're probably may think, I'm not gonna put anything on y'all, but some of you maybe would say that you're still slaves. Even for the people that are other ethnicities, white, Hispanic, or whatever. Okay. Double answers. All right. How about wisdom? I think we are breaking those yokes once you start waking up. The chains loosens. What do you consider waking up, Amber? Going into history, seeing what the enemy has hidden. Okay. How about you, Yaquan? Well, I'm gonna. Okay, looking into the playbook. All right, right on. I want to get some kind of noise in here since I'm on here by myself. Wait a second. All right. And it's too loud. All right. Yeah, what is wisdom? Where's your definition of wisdom?
See a soul fly out the window versus Winslow's catapult the mind beyond icicles. Land in Japan where it trickles the nickels. catch they prey, seemingly, madly through gaze. At bays,
awareness leads to action.
watch Ashkenaz to Nazareth fade. Clad in nights, his sleep pervades. Slave
Okay, these are good answers. Right. Okay. Awesome. Because, yeah, I want to talk about freedom and wisdom in America. So the definition of wisdom, like I said before, is the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. The quality of being wise. The soundness of an action or decision in regard to the application of experience, knowledge, and good judgment. And like I said, who really does live as he wills. So some of you guys said like the elites, the Jewish Satanists, skillful if you want to take the root Hebrew definition. All right. Who y'all said the Jewish Satanists, the elites and stuff like that. Okay, so what makes them free compared to you? So you said that like the Satanists and stuff, they got freedom here in America. The elites that run the government and stuff like that, they have true freedom and stuff in America. Like, what are they doing that we're not doing? I know some people, if there were probably more people in here, someone would just say straight up, the white man has freedom, true freedom in America. They have alliances. Okay. What else? Judah gotta know, taxes has bro. Move your toe, it's his soul. Fly out the window, horses wind snow. Catapult, the mind beyond icicles. Land in Japan, where it trickles. The nickels, catch they prey. Seemingly, heading through days. At bays, we perfect. Okay, you already got, they have alliances so far. Let's get a few more. Slave bells ring up top of everything. Okay. Dumbing down the masses gives them an upper hand. Okay. Power. We can't do X, Y, Z. We get in jail when they have the connections and money and lawyers through U.S. government has so many atrocities, yet no arrests. Okay. That whole divide and conquer tactic has worked well. Okay. Their education is real when ours is poor and doesn't help. Okay. All right. Said dumbing down the masses. What would you call, would you consider any of those things wise that they're doing to achieve this freedom? Remember, we said being wise is soundness in action and decision with regard to the application of experience, knowledge, and good judgment. Blacks do evil. They sacrifice blacks and blame it on suicide when it's really a sacrifice to Odin, aka Worden. All right. It's actually backfiring. All the KKK stuff is Odin worship. Yaquab said something interesting. They said the power, we can't do XYZ when we get in jail. When we have the connections, when they have the connections and money and lawyers. So you're saying when we get locked up, we don't have like the connections or proper lawyers and money and stuff like that to be able to get out. And the U.S. government, and the elites, they have all these things, and in order to have them to be able to get out of jail. What do you think about instead of the elites, this is for Yaquab, the normal run-of-the-mill American citizen? Would you say, or let me say this, would you consider going to jail stems from being wise? Or the things that lead you to jail? Are those wise decisions? Doing things that are, how can I put this? Doing things that are, okay, let's do it like this. A foolish person and a wise person. What would be the difference between those two? Right. You could go to jail for many reasons. Many of them are bad decisions. So, like we were saying, how they're wise in a way by having those connections and stuff, or knowing people and stuff like that. They say you could go to jail for many reasons. Many of them are for bad decisions. Do you think most people who you might feel have freedom in America, do you think that they make a lot of bad decisions or unwise decisions? Or you think that they still make foolish decisions and still maintain freedom in America? Okay. So the foolish person would do an illegal decision straight up. A wise person would try to get around the legalities. Sky Daddy, what you think? I know you on some whole other shit right now. The KK and Odin worship, sacrificing blacks. What are some ways they're sacrificing blacks in America? These Odin worshipers. How do you think it's corrupt? Oh yeah, Yaquab said they will make some foolish decisions. They will make some foolish decisions. Some of Clinton's policies killed 500,000 in post-war Iraq that was following but he remains free. Okay. All right. Now, Sky Daddy. Oh, my bad about the sound. But you can't hear me, or the music went off? All right, play the on here.
Yeah. Shoot. Without JN, I'm nothing. So I guess nothing is coming out to JN. Nothing. J is in. You
All right.
All praise to
All right, that's better.
He is a God.
But
we catch up brain, you and the slain, acid rain cult leaders who do vids about their features, preachers who profess.
Okay, but what this
y'all be conjuring demons, thinking you curse.
I forgot. I totally forgot the question that I asked you on Sky Daddy. Hey, you remember what I asked? Okay, this pork and everything. All right.
Oh, what an outing. Down low brothers with baby shouting. Mind control puppets when they Satan handler. They loosely be a Springfield chandelier. Campers beware, when wolves are out. They think they got you, they're crying and foul. Drought in their brains like the desert of Sinai. Jeet Kune style, I don't do it, the lead just fly. Seismic activity, collapse your beach. Pagodas and wooden structures discovered underneath. Think about but the strings, label infinity.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Amber. Yeah, I asked Sky Daddy what makes the system corrupt. Okay. Do you think a wise person could get turned against God's laws? Or a foolish person will turn against God's laws?
Who am I to argue with wisdom design? Freedom to write and recite. Turn the devil day and the night. Look how this word smite.
Because yeah, you're right. You go against the Most High's laws, he'll leave you powerless.
It's a page turner. Demons branded with the J-in burner. When J-in, you out. It'll learn you. Scorn teachers run for the hills.
Are you saying that these elites, since you might be wanting to blame it on the elites, not saying that it's not them that's doing it to people, will you consider them, the people that's doing those things, will you consider them wise or will you consider them foolish? Because I believe the opposite of a wise person would be a foolish person. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Let them coals light up into embers. Nebuchadnezzar destroy your temple so you can remember volumes of witnesses against.
Yeah, Yakov said we also see laws that regulate industries, making it harder to compete. So larger established businesses stay dormant. But that happens in every business.
Motto is simple. Wish death upon fam, catch holy mental. Bombarded by shrapnel, have doctor removed. Piece by piece with scalpel. Then, when you rest, ninja come through and scalp you. All over tough.
In other words, too, those people that regulate the industries, the laws that regulate the industries, those laws are put in place by people, or I would say these business owners or these industry owners and stuff. Are what they're doing, is that considered foolish or is that considered a wise move to be able to deal with political parties or your councilmen and stuff like that to help your business so you could increase in profits?
Being ever present. I mean, what do you expect? Yo, big up to all those who stand against wickedness.
Sky Daddy Trevin says based on a corrupt caste system.
From mature adults, right? Don't be mad. The tables turn.
Sky Daddy says the U.S. Foundation is based on thievery, slavery, rape, and murder. How could it ever represent justice? Okay. And I believe you are Israelite, right, Sky Daddy? Do you think there's any nation out there that hasn't done that when it comes to representing, when it comes to establishing a territory or a new country other than their original country? Like, you know, when people like go other places, conquest and stuff like that. I know even ancient Israelites and stuff, they went into lands and stuff and took over those lands. I don't think they gained any of those lands by just saying, hey, what's up, dude? Like, yo, we want this land. Give it to us. Because I know when we went to the Midianites, what did we do to them? Saying only European. What about Israel when we went to the Midianites? You remember when he could, the Most High commanded that they kill everybody there, all the men, all the women and stuff that laid with men, and kept the children and I think it was the women children. I think they killed the boys too, if I'm not mistaken, and kept all the virgins and stuff for themselves. That as one of the many sins we are paying for, right? Yeah. I don't believe that we're paying for that. Didn't the Most High command us to do that? Moses said that. Okay, all right. Corrected. Oh, that's it. Amber's coming through with the sword. Okay, so yeah, right. I can't do nothing now. I can't snack on nothing. I can't misquote nothing. Amber off me. Moses was a conqueror. Okay. So I got something that I wrote down before I started this. Yeah, I try to write something down. Amber, I know you've been getting on me about that. A wise person and a foolish person. Said a wise person understands matters correctly and does what's right. It does nothing against his will by compulsion. And a foolish person is subjected to slavery by desires. This was all leading, like this was the whole thing on the show tonight. What would be some of the things a foolish person would do? another song up. Should have made a playlist. I don't know why I didn't do that. Yeah. Now I want to keep it on the subject, bro. I just use Israel as an example. Which Amber corrected me. Let's stay in America here. Let's stay in America. Right on. I want to deal with the with modern times. That was my fault. I took it out there. I took it that direction. What will be your definition of a foolish person today? Okay, Amber. One of the things I've noticed in my walk in life in America is that we're I'm speaking for the so-called Negroes here in America, that we're not educated on a lot of things that I guess we could say those elites or these people we feel have more opportunities and stuff like that. That we feel have more opportunities. I'm going to say that. We weren't exposed to a lot of things that they were exposed to. A lot of natural things, not like it's some hidden like secret or something like that. It's things that are in plain sight, but because of our condition that we're in here, we haven't been, it hasn't been exposed to us. Give an example. You said a fool today would be someone who trusts the system. You think it's only that? Slow on, Basil. Oh shit! I know shit gonna get mixed up now. Basil in the building. Peace, Basil. Peace. You said a fool today would be someone who trusts the system. Okay, you can elaborate on that. Also, I want a couple more things. Do you think a fool is only someone that trusts the system now? I'm just talking about a fool in America. What would be some examples of a foolish person in America? Everyday life. Not like this, no conspiracy. Let's try to stay off the conspiracy theory type stuff. Just normal everyday life. Because through our normal everyday life, we're not worrying about reptilians and like people shape-shifting and shit. Not to saying that your answer is that type of answer, but you know what I mean? It could definitely lead into that. So I'm trying to. Okay. A food stamp recipient, slaves, okay. What else? Yeah, ever shape-shifting. You know, because a lot of people are consumed with like that type of like thought. And like in reality, like other places other than the internet, it's not like we're not at our job like saying, oh, this dude's a reptilian. Democrats are trying to destroy America. Okay. That was a good answer. Say you said there's no right or wrong answer, but you said food stamp recipients. Anything else? Wedgie poor and shapeshifter actor are fools. We're speaking on wisdom and freedom in America, and are we free? Do you consider yourself free in America? And what makes you free in America? Because you know, there's a lot of people that might have a similar life to you, might think totally different. Maybe not a similar life, but a similar. How could I put it? It's lovely in America. Love America ownership. Black men live like kings. How so, Basil? Great answer, Amber. Great answer. 101 Afro-American universities. Really? There's 101 African-American universities in America? Seriously? He said, "It's like this. Can you get in a spaceship and leave? Then it's not you're not free." Example: a job, weight loss, etc. Uh-huh. Wow, I didn't know that, Basil. I really didn't know that. I definitely got to get it. Look that up. Damn, this 101. I would have never known that. I would have said like 10. So, let me go back to my note here. All right. Yeah, I had asked about foolish people. What are some things? Basil gave a great answer. He was talking about food stamp recipients. How is a food stamp recipient um, a foolish person? Kamala Harris, you crazy, y'all. Okay, do you? Some people say that we don't have those decisions here. Okay, all right. Great answer, Amber. Trusting someone to feed your family. Okay, awesome, awesome. It's always someone else's fault. Okay, that sounds like somebody we know, but we can stay off of that for the night. We have every decision. Okay, and there was something else that ran by me. Um, we are free from religious persecution, free to decide, free to create families and own businesses. Dude, Sky Daddy, Basil's answer. We are free from religious persecution, free to decide, free to create families and own businesses. Do you agree with that? Great answer, Sky Daddy. Foolish people are those who trust others to lead them. Excellent answer. That's cool. So some of my notes and stuff is like matching right up with what you guys are saying. I got a foolish person is subject to slavery by his desires. Basil. Then when you are successful, it's looked down upon. A man is not a man if he doesn't provide. Okay, right on. You are free to accept the pre-tampered with religions. Sure. Okay. What does pre-tampered mean? So what I wrote down is I write stuff that usually don't make any sense. Will you consider, because part of my title, but I put it in the descriptions, will pro-black groups get you free in America? Don't ask no questions. True. Okay. Nothing is given to you that can't be used against you. Example, the internet. Okay. Awesome. Great great answer. So I wrote down a foolish person is subject to slavery by his desires. And all types of slaves exist. Maybe and can be subject to other slaves. Do you think that could be part of it? Like a person that makes unwise decisions will become a slave, like someone who puts things that aren't important over the things that are important. Say, for example, someone that can't pay their rent, but they'll buy $200 sneakers, knowing that rent is due the next week. And then when it comes around, they can't pay it. It's a two-edged sword. Okay. Would you say that for everybody in America? That it's a two-edged sword? You think it's for both, though? It's a two-edged sword for the wise and the foolish person? Like, look at it like this. Say, for example, one of us, right, on the internet and stuff, and say the 65-year-old lady looking up coupons and shit on the internet all day. Do you think the internet could be bad for her? That would you think that two-edged sword would be from your own doings, your own desires, your own doings? Or do you really think there's like a like these so-called elites or the powers that be are really trying to like put you in the dirt or make you a slave or whatever. You think it could be bad for the old 65-year-old lady that's looking up coupons and ordering like crafts and yarn and shit? You really think they're spying on the 65-year-old lady or even spying on us? Do you really think that whoever runs the internet is actually spying on us? And when you say spying, can you elaborate on that? All right, you say you know I know they are, but you say you know they are. Like you got to have some kind of, you know what I mean? I don't want to get all conspiracy theory, but I want to like deal with like, well, we talking about the internet, but off the internet, like actual life type shit. How do you think they're spying on you? Okay, Basil. All right, so they're spying on extremist groups and those corresponding with foreigners in other lands. Okay. My show right now is being okay, so what does that mean? That they're recording it. Okay, they look for keywords. Okay. So if I type in terrorism in my computer, it's gonna send up a red flag. Is that an infringement on my rights? And is it something that will put me in slavery or make me unfree? Not being able to do what I want to do. Because remember, we read the definition on freedom, on what freedom is. It means something to do your own will, have the freedom, or let me go back to it. The power to live as you will. Yeah, the companies look at what we purchase, but does that take away our freedom by them doing that? Because someone like saying, look at the analytics on YouTube. They tell me the demographic of people that watch my videos. How many of them are female? How many of them are male? So that's sort of like the same thing Sky Daddy was saying. Like they record the video or they're recording who's watching what. It tells the analytics tell me what time people watch my videos. Like what country they're from that watch my videos. So is that something that's like hindering me or from my freedom to do what I want to do? Those things, those analytics also give you recommendations and stuff in YouTube. Like YouTube would probably be pretty fucking boring, like without them, without those algorithms and stuff like that. Because we would have to like look up everything, like, you know what I mean, like on a like manually. Like we punch in like Hebrew Israelites and stuff. Every time we want to watch a Hebrew Israelite video, we have to look for it ourselves. Like it wouldn't give us any suggestions or anything like that. They have a duty to protect the nations from foreign and domestic threats. Okay. But no, it's even fouler than that. B, why do you think they legalize weed? So you'll stop calling it bomb? I don't get it. There are ways to better advertise. Yeah. Legalized weed is about the economy. Okay. Basil said that. Did I give them permission to look at what I do? Is violent? No, actually, Amber, is not. Because you actually agreed to it when you signed up for Google and Facebook for them to turn your camera on, turn your audio on. I mean, turn your mic on your phone and all your devices. It's right there in the what do you call it? Your terms for using the service. I'm pretty sure your videos are banned in several countries. Yeah, they might be. You are free to do as you choose, yet you must obey law. Oh, see, Basil hitting on something right now. We are a nation of law. Okay. Now they want to put in electronics and house chords. Put it in electronics and house chords. Yeah. Legalized weed is about money, income to use on state budgets. Oh damn, I'm about to log off. See y'all. You didn't know that, Amber? Yeah, you signed over your right for them to do that. It's right there. Like, it's there. A little off subject, too. Like, your cell phone is only supposed to be held, like, it's not supposed to be up against your face when you talk on it. It actually, I believe, it's supposed to be like 6 to 10 inches or something like that away from your head when you speak on the phone, because of the I guess like the radio waves or something like that could fuck you up. It says it like you buy a new phone, it says it right in the manual, but most people don't read the manual. So probably 20 years from now, there's going to be people with all types of jacked up diseases with their heads from talking on the damn cell phone. I used to have a habit of like falling asleep in bed with the phone, waking up the bed on top of the phone and stuff like that. Who knows what type of like radioactive stuff was coming off of that phone? But they tell you right in there, hey, don't put it up against your face. Yeah, yep. But we have precautions and stuff too to stop those things. Those things are available. Smartphones and smart TVs have cameras on them that can be hacked via Bluetooth. Yep. Once they're hacked, they can watch you. Yep. But that's a little different thing. That's something that's illegal. But there's things that we give them permission to do. Like, everybody doesn't have to use a computer or use Google or whatever. But if you want to use it, these people own that. You know what I mean? Someone owns that. So they have a right to do whatever they want with it because they're the ones that made it. This guy that said that Basil's a smart guy. So you guys think that these things like them spying on us, cameras on the streets and stuff like that are a threat to law-abiding citizens also? You know, a wise person would make right and just decisions. I said a wise person understands matters correctly and does what's right. It does nothing against his will by compulsion. Evasion of privacy. I hate those cameras on poles. You think they're invasion of privacy? Okay. You sign up for that too, Sky Daddy. You target it on your spending habits unknowingly, of course. Yeah, when you get a rewards card, it's right in the terms and agreements with the rewards card. It's right there. Best believe it. And you're right though. You get a rewards card or like your little discount card for your local supermarket. You go in there and shop. You have to give an ID just to get the card. So they know your name, your race, your date of birth, your age. Oh, yeah, well, that's your age. Where you live. You know what I mean? So they'll know, they get all types of like data on you. Like what time you like to shop. You know what I mean? What time you like to shop. How much you usually spend when you go there. What days you go on, what time of the day that you go there. How long do you spend in the store? Say whether you only spend, you average $100 when you go to that store and you average 2 hours of shopping time. And they can find out when you go on the weekend, how long you stay there. Your average time on the weekends or your average time on Monday, your average time on Wednesday. That's how they know what to put on sale. Most businesses are run by numbers. They don't even have to go on the floor and look at the workers at all. They can tell everything from their data on the computer. You can tell exactly what everyone is doing in there just by looking at the data. Sally's at the register and she usually like books like say $5,000 a day. And this one particular Thursday, she only books $2,000. What happened that day? What was she doing? Because everything else is normal. The same amount of people are shopping there. The same amount of people went to her aisle. The same, like that same average of people went to her aisle. Why did she have less sales? What was she doing? Was she giving some people like free product? Like, was she scanning all the items? You know what I mean? Was she pocketing money out of the register? They found out all these things just from the data. They want to direct all resources toward the buyer's market. How else to better do so? Knowing what you buy helps, yeah. And you do the same thing about like when you're making videos and posting on the internet. There's a formula to it. Like it gives you the analytics. It's awesome that YouTube does that. Yeah. Yep. Have you ever noticed when you talk about a product in your home, you get coupons for that item on your phone or in the mail? They have us all taped. Well, who are they really looking for? Like, how do they have to be looking for somebody? Well, it's like advertisement. Like that's how they make their money. That's how you know when the Jays are coming out, like the new Jordans are coming out next week. Like, you know what I mean? Knowing it the same way. So a lot of things that you use here in America, like the things you like, Like I said before about YouTube, like YouTube would be boring as shit if they didn't have those algorithms and stuff. Shit, you wouldn't even know shit about Killer B. Like, you know what I mean? Unless you typed in Killer B. Like, you know what I mean? You wouldn't even know anything about it. Or a new Israelite channel that this came out, like, you know what I mean? That has this good information. And you're looking up stuff on Deuteronomy 28. You know what I mean? And like the best Deuteronomy 28 breakdown on YouTube comes up as a recommendation. You would have never seen it if it wasn't for that. There's say capitalism. That what makes us free, damn it. Sky Daddy, exactly. Amber agrees with Sky Daddy. I hate that. Yeah, Sky Daddy. They're profiling. Yeah. But remember, you agree to it. So would that be a wise decision if you don't like that? So yeah, I don't have Alexa in my home. Nah, I don't mess with none of that shit. So you trust in Killer B? You're so trusting Killer B. Okay. But like when we really sit back and look at these things, say that's what part of my thing today too. I said, well, pro-black groups get you free. A lot of these groups, they'll tell you things that aren't exactly true or sound good to the ear. And like I was saying about a foolish person, foolish people will can become slaves of other slaves. Or like a foolish person could be just like could rule over another foolish person. This is easy. I've seen people speak out against the Democrat Party and their lives were shut down. Liberals run all of this. They do not like conservatives much. Okay. Me either, fuck Alexa. Hey, so my cousin just received 400,000 2 months ago, and he never worked a day in his life. Right on, shit. He can't beat that shit. Only in America. It had the truth. Word is born. I'm a black Republican radical. Oh shit. See, they could be looking for your ass now, Basil. Get your ass off my channel with that bullshit. No, sir. I'm just playing. Emerson Alexa in here talking to my husband some sort of way. Said we live like kings. They hate me. Do any of you guys think that these groups are actually helping black people? If so, in what way? If not, in what way? Damn, where everybody at? Shit, the panel is like, shit, fuck Killer B. If he ain't getting on that nigga, I ain't coming. I just been wanting to switch stuff up, so I decided tonight and stuff to try to switch things up a bit. Yeah, I forgot about the music. My bad. You're absolutely right about that, Basil. Before all the battling, there was a lot of good knowledge coming out. You're right. You're absolutely right. I would say, like, what? By 2013 and shit, everything just went like the shit. Exactly. And what would you consider that? Foolish or wise? Yeah, 2013, 2014. That's when all the bullshit started. Everybody was doing them before that, as far as I can remember. It's nothing but information coming out. Foolish is not used healthy. Yup. Yup. Scripture only. Do you think the structure of these groups have their members in freedom? Well, hey, they say the scripture should make you free. So you think these people are being freed? All right, Amber. I was just about to say too, like, if you're tired, let's go. We all good. Thanks for stopping by, though. Awesome. Thanks for moderating, Amber. Appreciate it. Have a good night, morning. Basil said, but as a natural thing, we'll all have different perspectives. No, they're baby feeding them. Okay. Because, like, one of the reasons I made this, because I just been thinking about all this. Like, are these groups actually making our lives better in America or making it worse? No matter what, like, your belief system is, it seems like it's the same thing. It's someone like Basil said, too, like, everybody wants to do the men. It's like, it's oppressing people. Not to get on this fool and stuff. That's a lot of the things that he's been doing it. Like you said, too, spoon feeding people. But his spoon feeding wasn't somebody like holding back knowledge. It's like Judas spoon feeding was just like, he just didn't know what the hell was going on. He was trying to manipulate people and hold things over their heads. Because people are covetous. Like, you know what I mean? So someone is wanting this knowledge, like, they just want it. Or this how you would have someone that, I don't know, somebody said this the other day. Like, I'm just going to use it. Say you got a Corvette and you see somebody pull up in a Ferrari. You know what I mean? You're not satisfied for what you got. And you got that Corvette by hard work. But you might be willing to do something that isn't as honest to get that Ferrari. So in other words, that would be a wise person going into making a foolish decision. And he becomes a slave to the car, or a slave to the way to achieve that Ferrari, which it could be, I don't know, just doing unethical things, say drug dealing, being a pimp, or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Thus, those under there want to usurp them. Yep. Too much hate and prejudice, misguided. Exactly. Judah is a damn fool following his own imagination. Yeah. And you got fools following this man's imagination. And when you keep it 100 on academics, he plays stupid and have others agree to his ignorance. Damn. Yep, pestilent. You're absolutely right, bro. So that's pretty much what I was getting at without talking about like that dude. Like, but I'm seeing it in all these groups. And I'm not just picking on like One West or Hebrew Israelites. I'm not just picking on that. I'm talking about just like these black institutions in general. For one, Nation of Islam, like they say they do, they have their own farms and businesses and all that stuff. Like out here, they used to have a couple Nation of Islam like bakeries and restaurants out here by Yale University. And that's about as much as I've seen. I might be making a wrong statement, but most of the members of the Nation of Islam I see, they're still living the same lives. Now, I don't want to say like they're out there selling drugs and stuff like that, but they are slaves. Like they could be living, they could be somewhat happy or whatever, provide for their family and stuff like that. But the oppression is there. Like you're selling, they have you selling newspapers. Like you'd be a grown ass man. Some things, you know, like I can see where it can be good. Say someone that has got out of jail and never worked a day in his life, and they need to learn some type of discipline or just knowing what work is and stuff like that. Like, well, you can't pay any bills like selling those damn newspapers. I believe they don't even make 10 cents a newspaper. I don't think. I believe they have to buy those newspapers first, then sell them. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah. So I really don't see where that's helping the people without someone putting themselves in slavery or putting themselves under someone. When they could just teach them how to do A and B. Like, you know what I mean? Some people like would need it. Like I've done that myself. Like, you know what I mean? I'll put myself in a certain situation to better myself because now, once again, to better myself because I wasn't wise enough to achieve that myself. So I felt that doing this thing would all right, I could put it like this. Say someone that was a gang member in the streets all crazy and shit, and then they said, oh, damn, I can't change my life, so I'm going to join the military. Well, the military could be good for him for that situation because he might have not had any guidance in his life since he was born or taught discipline or taught how to provide for himself and his family, where that military institution would give you those. I've never been in the military, so I can't really speak on that, but I'm just using it as an example. Like they would join that to get those natural, what's the word I'm looking for? These natural key things they need in life to, you know what I mean, to help themselves in life. That's the best way I can put it at the moment. Nation of Islam got stand-up women, though. Yeah, I bet. That's usually the case in a lot of these groups. The women step in. I even see that Amber also step right in and, like, make things happen. Because when she came back to tour nights when I was there, and like, you know what I mean? I was looking at her and like Chris all like kind of weird, like, but it only took like a week. And I'm like, damn, they're the best thing that ever happened to this group. Straight up, Chris and Amber. When I was working on the site, Amber was hitting me every day, like with ideas and like input and all types of stuff. It was awesome. I couldn't believe it. And those are the type of things like women do. Like, you know what I mean? They're very good like that. Step forward. Yes, it is good for him. He will learn discipline. Yeah, manhood. Right. Have you ever seen an old vet? No, that's evolution. Yeah. But do you think that vet, just because he joined the military and he got those things or whatever, he could have been born with those, with the guidance and stuff to be disciplined, like to learn how to be a man and stuff like that, then join the military? Or it could be the person that didn't know nothing, join the military to achieve those things. I don't think it's, I don't know. This is a crazy question. This is a crazy thing right here. I don't want to say the wrong thing. You know how a lot of vets and stuff say, oh, like, you know what I mean? My country and shit shitting on me and stuff like that. Are those people, are they shitting on all the people, do you think? Or do you think some of those things could be the fault of the veteran? Did they make wise decisions or did they make foolish decisions? Because I know a lot of people that join the military and they have the time of their lives. Like their time of their lives aren't exactly always freedom. You know, like another thing, some people look at freedom as partying. Oh, we could do this. We can get prostitutes and we can smoke weed in America. We could do are those wise freedoms? Like, are those really freedoms? Or are those things that actually enslave you? Or have you coveting those things to actually get you away from like wisdom? All right, Coon bought 5,000. They all regret it when I talk to them. They're bitter about the lies they're told. Yeah, I heard that from a lot of vets too. And they said it's a profession. Yeah, they said it's bullshit. Jersey vets are proud soldiers. I never spoken to a vet who had, Basil said, I never spoken to a vet who had regret about war. Get out of here with that liberal bullshit. This guy I used to take care of was a Purple Heart recipient, Kumbach. Okay. Okay, Basil said not the ones he speak with. Okay. You know, even those heroes, that don't necessarily mean that they're all together. Like look at sports. Like you got people like going to the NFL that can't read and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? And then like 5 years down the line, you find them dead on the side of the road from overdose or crashed a car from drunk driving or getting involved in a robbery and shit, end up going to jail. Like we had that dude from Connecticut or whatever that murdered that dude, that football player. Yeah. So may regret killing but not serving. Say for example, I know this is a sticky subject for any. I'm not trying to offend any like veterans and stuff like that. Thank you for serving, but say like I'm just going off of like movies and documentaries I see and stuff like that. Say like a vet goes through like a traumatic thing. Well, I guess they all go through traumatic stuff, but Some of them have certain type of attitudes or look at things a certain way. Let's say, for example, there could be a Hebrew Israelite that's in the Marines or in the or any one of the services, right? And they could be listening to General Yohana, and General Yohana is his authority. Like, you know what I mean? He listening to him. He's in the military, and say, for example, you're in war. This is probably a badass example, horrible example. I already see it. But they're you get exposed or something that's very traumatic. They've developed like a real bad case of PTSD. And they come home and the military provides counseling and services for them. And he's a member of the ISUPK. This, for example, I'm not getting an IB saying they're doing this, but I know that type of stuff does go on. I'm not really just trying to put ISUPK out there. Let's say any old Israelite group, because that shit does go on. But they'll tell you, you don't need to go to no counseling. Those white people ain't gonna do nothing but mess your mind up anyway. And you don't go to the counseling, but you go to the class. You're supposed to be at the Sabbath class, right? But your council is open on Friday, like only on Friday after 5 o'clock. Let's say that, for example. It's probably not true, but let's say. He would listen to General Yohana before, instead of making the wise decision, knowing that he needs that counseling. Or maybe not knowing that he needs the counseling and just allowing that group to deter him from doing the things that he needs to do in his life. Like I say it again, I've said it 100 times. I say it 101. When I first, before I became, after I became Hebrew Israelite, I was really looking for, this is after 2002, I believe. Yeah, it was after 2000. I was looking for another school to join. GMS, they left and all that stuff, right? And I didn't really know where they're located and stuff in New York. And I was going to recording school in New York City. And I used to visit the box camp. Used to be right around the corner from the school in Union Square, and visit UPK, 12 Tribes with the House of David and stuff. And there's a couple other ones and stuff. And at that time too, it was also our Black Planet all the time. That was the spot, back in the day. We had some smart brothers, way the stuff that we did on Black Planet, what we talk about and deal with on Facebook and YouTube can't even touch the information and stuff that we used to go through on that site. There was a guy that I met. Brother had 4 wives, and he didn't go to no camp no more. He said, I got kicked out of all of them. He said, yo, I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you one time. He said, you go, it don't matter. Because I was asking him, what camp should I join? He said, it doesn't matter. He said, as long as they teaching the truth and go there, get your lessons, and be the fuck out. Don't fall in no cliques. Don't be grinning and laughing and joking with people. He said, just get the lessons and go home. He said, because the next thing you know, you'll be making garments for free. And if that wasn't the best advice I've ever got in this whole Hebrew Israelite community, straight up, that's the best advice I've ever got. And he was absolutely right. Absolutely right. And like you say, you be making garments for, like you say, you be making garments for free. So in other words, you'll become a slave under these men. You know what I mean? So they telling you about, you have no freedom in this country. and you have no rights, and the white man does this and the white man does that. But he's actually doing those same things, if not worse, in real time to you in reality, like right where you stand. Those things are going on. Okay, let me read this shot here. Oh, y'all on some other Basil tape conversation all over the place. Let me see what we talk about. Y'all on King David, all types of stuff. All right. Let's see here. Scroll back up. Chris Harris, where you at? Willie Grist, Willie Grist, nothing. They just left me high and dry. All right. We catch up here. Basil said, some wars were bad decisions and all are based in American interests. All of our wars, Kuba, once realized they're pissed. Most are aware of what they signed up for. Okay. Of course, it's about business, defense and our interests. I don't respect them. I get the real spill. So you Kumbot, I don't want to misquote you here. But I got lost in the comments. Oh, you say you don't disrespect them. I just get the real spill. Gotta kill the victim mentality. Mill said, we don't go to war to go broke. No nation does. If you surrender your innocence, you swear, you sever your link with God. If you surrender your innocence, you sever your link with God. He said, that's a lie. All men sin, even I. Oh, sign King David. When the wicked turn from their sin, they save their own soul alive. Kumba says, nope. It's how you become a servant instead of a son. I have all constitutional rights in which Democrats are infringing on. Watch them liberals. Anybody else got it? I see 5 people watching. Anybody else want to put some input on this? What I was going to say here. Billy Grit made a good point I saw on the Solar Vision Debate League. Shout out to them. They were talking about the Kaepernick thing. I don't really know too much. I don't watch football not at all. I don't know shit about football at all. Like, I haven't watched a whole football game since like the Super Bowl with the Chicago Bears, Refrigerator Perry. Like, real talk. I'm not a sports fan like that at all. So Willie Grits made a good question. I mean, made a good comment in the board. He said that it's not about none of that. It was about the advertisements for the military that the NFL had to deal with. Like, they're their biggest advertisers. So the whole thing about, like, you know what I mean, disrespecting the flag and stuff had a lot to do with that, with their advertisements. Just wanted to say that. Yeah, to serve. Kuba said Willie Grit sounds like an extra in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. Oh, man. I gotta get back to work. All right, right on. Eastern time. Yeah, I'm on Eastern time like you. Go Cowboys. Yeah, I don't fuck with none of that stuff. I don't even know the positions, none of that shit. Only sport I might watch is like baseball. I'll watch golf before I watch football. Like dead ass. All right, Basil, stop. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. How long we been up on here? Let me see here. I keep forgetting about the damn music. I gotta make a playlist, so I have to keep doing this shit. But who else we got up in here? This Kumbot. Kumbot 5000. Come on, like 6 p.m. I'll try, bro. Like my days be like crazy. And 6 p.m. is like prime time for me. That's a hard one. At 6 p.m. I be wanting to start at 9 o'clock, but it never happens. It never happens. Judah is returning in a big way. Well, you think you talking about Judah Nazareth or just Judah? I think you're just talking about Judah, right? Let me get another song on here. What else I wanted to go over here?
It's called Lucifer.
What did they say about the devil?
Oh yeah, thinking I came across something. It's sort of off topic, but not really. I've heard that after slavery, they started Liberia and they sent the slaves back to Africa. And that I guess when they got there, they colonized the place, that the black slaves actually started to put the Africans that were, I guess you could say, indigenous of that land in slavery. Does anybody know about that? Know if it's true or not? So they did slave Africans. For the people that's talking about going back to Africa today, do you think that we would try that same bullshit? You know, niggas don't like to be fair about shit. There's always that one dude trying to get over. You're trying to get an extra slice. And like we see over there in Africa now anyway. That's all they do. They sell all the damn people out. So that's funny you said that, because I told a person too. I was like, okay, we go over there to Ghana or wherever, like, and start doing stuff. People might, when we first get there, people might be starstruck and stuff at us. Oh, we from America and all that stuff. But I think that shit would be over real quick. And that you would start to see things like we see now when we turn on the news and stuff. They talk about Africa. It's like some rogue rebel people just like going down the street, just killing the shit out of people. I definitely think that shit would hurt. Camden. Blah, 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 blah. Peace, Basil. Yes. Yeah, I think it would be give me an F-35, and I'm blowing shit up over there. I love to conquer Africa. Oh, man. Yeah, that's all it would take. You probably could do with was one plane. Take the whole fucking continent. Actually, not, because there's other countries over there and shit. Nah, we won't be doing shit. They're like, oh, hell no, y'all ain't getting this shit. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I think, yeah, if we went back over there, like, there would be, like, some, like, jealousy and, like, all types of stuff. Like, I tell people, too, like, you go over there if you want. The motherfuckers will kidnap your ass and shit, thinking you got money. Hold your ass a ransom with that motherfucker. Hit your ass in the head with a coconut. How long I've been out here? I want to start shortening up these live streams. They don't really need to be damn 2 hours all the time. What we got here for time? What we got here? Oh, we've been on. Oh shit! Yeah, we're like 2 hours now. Yeah, so this the yeah, right. It's stabbed with a rusty damn spear. That's the thought. Yeah, man, I'm about to shut it down. Thanks to everybody that showed up and stuff. Yeah, just to conclude and stuff, the show. Basically, what I was getting at. I believe that we all have freedom in this country. It depends on how you pursue it and not how you pursue it, because we already had it. How you use your freedom. Do you use it wisely, or you use it foolishly? And I think that's makes a big difference with your way of life living in this land. Because there's always a way to make your situation better and manageable. And I see like a lot of these groups are hindering people and not letting them know how much freedom that they actually have. Because we have some brothers and stuff that are just like way out in left field. Like they actually have no clue of how like the government is run. Politics, economics, and I don't see these groups actually teaching that at all. Stab you with a rusty spear. So yeah, I'm gonna shut it down. Thanks to Sean. Let me know. Definitely hit up the comment boards. I want to hear what you guys think about all this and stuff. Once again, it's Killer B, the goddamn Witchfinder General. If you got a witch, I'll burn that motherfucker up. Yeah, I'm not as hyped up tonight and stuff. Just wanted a little discussion. I'm going to try to do these a lot more often. Let me know what you think of it, ways I can improve, and stuff like that. Anybody got any music and stuff you like me to play on the show? I'm more than happy to hook you guys up with that. Yeah, just let me know what's going on. Yes, we might be back on Judah Nazareth tomorrow. I don't know. Like, he's done with. He's done. It's not like I'm tired of doing it, but government is satanic. Goddamn. Yeah, right. Josh got these locked up. He dropped 2 of them on his channel. So you guys, wait, let me go to his channel. I'll drop his link in here. Oh man. All right. Feels good not to be all hyped up and shit too. Like I usually am. You know, I gotta get in the zone to get at Judah Nazareth. All right. Here's Josh's link. Shout out to Josh. Is that his URL? Yeah, down with it all. Yep. So you got 2 tracks on there. Hit him up in the comment board. I'm sure he'll send you a bunch of tracks too. He got a lot of stuff that you can get only by hitting him up in the email and stuff. So shoot him a message in the comment boards or wherever, like, or hit him up on Facebook and stuff like that. I'm sure he'll look you guys up. Judah's an opium kingpin in Japan. Yeah, probably. He's hustling PCP. That's where he comes on all that bugged out ass shit he talk about. Oh yeah, I got news too. I'll talk about it more too. Negi has decided not to go against Judah Nazareth for whatever reason. I'll talk to him about it more tomorrow probably. But yep, that's what he says. But he said on the TKR the other day, Friday night, that he said when he was a tour night, he did say that. I noticed on the video that SOJ made today too. Davion, what did he say? He said not the tour nights. I believe they still call themselves no tour nights. Negi has been redeemed. Negi knows better, man. Like all that other shit, like aside all that wedgie porn shit, like all that stuff to the side. Like Negi know he shouldn't be doing what he's doing. But I guess he feel like he's loyal, but I'm like, and that's part of the show that I made today too, freedom and wisdom in America. Like, are you going to let somebody oppress you and take your natural freedoms that you have in this country and the freedoms that the Most High gave you? Are you going to hand them all, like, are you going to throw them in the trash and be a servant to these other people that, and most of them are in a worse predicament than you are? That was really fucked up about a lot of this shit. So yeah, I'll get on that tomorrow. I'm gonna see if I can get Negi on to talk a little bit more about that, his decision. Yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Chris Harris. Super shout out to Sister Amber and stuff for coming in, holding down the chat. Sean Dolan, Lamad, Josh said the eye smells like sushi. Damn. Tully's brutal. Kumbah 5,000. That's it. Yeah, and all the other tour nights and stuff. Mike G, Wayne. What else we got up in there? We got somebody up in there. I said a line. There's a few others I'll be forgetting. Oh, man. Damn, I'm getting tired. All right. Yeah, we're gonna head up out of this joint. And wait, I'll get the true list here. Yeah, Zadok, Wayne, Josh, Amber, Lamad, Mervin. Mervin, where you at, man? We gotta get you up out here, bro. I ain't talked to you in a minute. Well, I spoke to you the other day, but that was like the first time in like quite a while. I know you're busy with school and stuff like that. But yeah, try to make it on. Chris Harris, Set of Line, Mike G, and Malachi. Malachi, that was the other one. Yeah, shout out to Malachi. Yeah, shout out to Yaquab too. I'm gonna hit you up, man. I know Yaquab got like tons of info and stuff for us. We're gonna have a good show with that. But yeah. So y'all have a good night. I'm gonna leave you with Josh's new track called Yahweh Mathra. It's new Judah Nazareth diss track. So sorry now. Killer B, the AK Witchfinder General. You got a witch, I'll burn that motherfucker up. Salam.
Judah gotta know, cats is Hasbro. Move your toe, see a soul, fly out the window. Versus Winslows, catapult the mind beyond icicles. Land in Japan, where it trickles, the nickels catch they prey, seemingly, battingly through gaze. At bays, we perfect the day. Watch Ashkenaz, the Nazareth fade. Clad in nights, his sleep pervades. Sleigh bells ring up top to Everglades. Judah gotta know, cats is Hasbro. Move your toe and see a soul, fly out the window. Versus Winslows, catapult the mind beyond icicles. Land in Japan, where it trickles, the nickels catch they prey, seemingly, maddeningly through gaze. At bays, we perfect the day. Watch Ashkenaz, the Nazareth fade. Clad in nights, his sleep pervades. Sleigh bells ring up top to Everglades. Abstract mind, beyond temple design, yet construct temples in the rhyme. Seen beyond fair weather friends, what kind of time do you spend? Then not to a pig, they only kill what you dig. Took a swig, called a nig, thoughts are algebraic then trig. While y'all lighting up cigs, y'all Guinness contain squid. Open the lid to read out commands, law and testimonies. Phonies, be damned, they call Shem a sham. Have you worshiping spinning lambs? Oh, so nervous, oh, so pervish. Lost in mania, more than whirling dervish. How can he hurt this? Said my perishing man. Tell on myself, oh damn. Ran with a pack of wolves till I heard the hooves. Turned my I can into I could. Rock my locks to show study, knowing got Yahweh all above me. Lovely as I think about Yasharal on the brink. Brinks got our city on ink, delivered to you faster than you blink. Instead of killing, I'm healing, reading what children revealing. Not double talk, card dealing, healing when you see your ways. Got real soldiers on deck, ready to slay. Judah gotta know, cats is Hasbro. Move your toe and see your soul, fly out the window. Horses Winslows, catapult the mind beyond icicles. Land in Japan, where it trickles, the nickels catch they prey, seemingly maddeningly through days. At bays, we perfect the day. Watch Ashkenaz, the Nazareth fade. Clad in nights, his sleep pervades. Sleigh bells ring up top to Everglades.
All praises go to Yahweh God. Shalom.